once again. And we are back, guys. Apologies once again, the ships didn't load in. I'm just going to have to update the size of the ships because Ben decided to bring so many that they don't actually fit on the stream. So I'm just going to... It is just rude. I'm just going to decrease it a little bit. So there are so... There we go. That's a little bit better. Now we can see them. So, just me for this round, guys. So, apologies if you get bored of me. But we have round 4. It is going to be assault at the satellite array. So let's update it so it doesn't do half points, because that would be awkward. So assault at the satellite array. The board is set. They're just dropping their ships down, running through the lists. We have Ben K with his Republic. We got Jag in the Arc 170 with Veteran Tailgunner, R4P, Astromech and Synchronized Console. We got Wolf, who's got Wolfpack, Veteran Tailgunner and the Q7 Astromech. We have Kickback with Diamond Boron Missiles and Munitions Failsafe. Click with R3 Astromech, Precision Ion Engines and the Alpha 3E-esque. Contra with dedicated R4P Astromech shield upgrade, Alpha 3B Besh, and Stub with a shield upgrade in the clone Z95. And I will say that they look amazing as well. Each one of those has been repainted. And I'm not going to lie, I think my favourite is probably the clone Z95 because that orange on there just pops. And returning to the top table because he had such a good time commentating and playing, and his dice are starting to come back for him a little bit. We have Steve back with his first order. So, if you were stuck around for round 3, you're familiar with it. But we have Midnight in the TIE FO with elusive swarm tactics, cluster missiles, targeting synchronizer, and munitions failsafe. How a TIE fighter can get so many upgrades, I don't know. Commander Malaris in a more reasonable one cluster missile. Ember with Lone Wolf and Elusive in the TIE Baron. And I believe Steve has the initiative there. Just going to give the other tables a couple of moments to get set up. But Agent Tierney has Fanatical, Elusive, Agent Terex and Hondo and Naka. And Whirlwind in the TIE Whisper with Marksmanship, Elusive, Cluster Missiles, Advanced Optics, and Enhanced Jamming Suite. And Broken Trust has been added to... Is it assigned to the Torrent? Yeah, to the V19. These are sick paint jobs. I'm going to make sure I get a picture of Steve's list and Andy's and Ben's list because they look amazing, so that I can post them on Instagram. Obviously, yeah, Steve's list painted by Ryan Coyle, as I've mentioned a couple of times, best in faction at Adepticon, so it is all over the internet, but I can at least put it up there and say I've seen it in person. I was there with them. So just going to quickly check in on the other tables, see how long until they're going to be ready, but we might just start this one in just a moment. The players are in anticipation. So you're ready. You guys are ready? Very nearly. Okay. When you're ready, we'll kick off, and then you guys will keep your own time for 75. Yeah. So just waiting for one more table to get set up, and then we will go. Let's have a look at the players' current standings. So both players have had a bye during this. Ben on our left is currently top of the group. All bow down to the almighty Ben. We also have the other Ben in second, and Steve is currently in our third place slot. And that's coming down to the victory points there. So we'll see how it ends up. Will Steve take Ben's 3-0 and turn it into a 3-1? It'll be interesting. If they're both 3-1 at the end of this, it's going to make for an interesting finals. But let's just see. Okay, so we are going to start now in 3, 2, 1. Let's kick off round 4, guys. Go for it, guys. And then just keep time. Yeah. Thanks, Ben.
The only thing is on him when Terek's proposed.
One thing I will say, Ben's ships, he always does a really nice clean paint job on them. I don't know how he gets the colours to come out so clean. It's really nice. I reckon he gets his missus to do it, because I've met Ben and he is clumsy and ruthless, and he tends to prefer, like, just army camo green is his favourite colour as far as I'm aware. No, he... His ships always look really nice. His first order ships as well, with the orange, like, highlighting on it that we've seen on Flight Academy. Oh, it's lovely. It is nice to see the Republic back on the table. We don't see them often enough at the moment, I don't think. And also,
I see them every week with Ben Saunders. I don't want Republic.
Oh, okay. So Steve sees them every week, and it's another Ben as well that plays them.
At least he's described as not very good.
Ah.
I hope he's listening.
So yeah, Ben Saunders. I don't know if you heard that. Steve's exact words were, "You're a scrub and not very good, so I don't mind playing against your Republic because I win."
Definitely don't win against.
So if you're listening, send him a text and let him know what you think.
He has bludgeoned me many times. He's in my car next weekend doing the basic show, so he can't say anything nasty to me.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I know what you mean. If my missus was willing to paint my models for me to a really good standard, yeah, definite keeper. It's just so nice. They really are, like... I need to get some pictures whilst these guys are playing, because they just look great.
Yeah, because I was going to do a clip, and then he doesn't say funny, does it? Just my five.
So it's interesting, both lists obviously have quite a mix of pilot skills. So they are going at, it's very back and forth. So fortunately neither player is going to feel like they're just sat around waiting for a turn. Until Steve triggers swarm tactics, obviously. But also what's going to be nice is to see how Ben feels on the other side of Midnight. Because we know how much he loves Midnight.
Those two are not siege course on everything else.
But you just said
This is the one where because you have a big team out.
Yeah, Midnight is very tempting. one thing I will say with Midnight is how Midnight works in Flight Academy isn't necessarily a true representation of how Midnight works all the time because of the limited opponent pool that you're going to have. Midnight does work really well one-on-one or in potentially a 2v2. In this scenario, Midnight is still powerful, especially with swarm tactics, but the locking ability isn't quite as powerful when there's multiple ships that you've got to try and contend with. But it's still fun, and it can shut down some stuff. There's a very cagey opening from these two to start.
It's just the smell of fear.
It is indeed the smell of fear, and I'm not sure which side it's emanating from at the moment.
Having played Ben with his Jedi for about the last 2 months, me.
I mean, this Republic list can punch hard, and arcs, we don't see them very often, but they're good. I really do like the Arc 170s, and I think, I mean, as an option compared to the K-Wings, which are still extended, yeah, sad. I love my K-Wings. Also, 2.5 really ruined them because you can't have 3 of them with barrage rockets and Perceptive Co-Pilot. Oh. We've got a long bomb roll there from Ben. So Ben gets road here in round 2. If you're looking at First Order, this is obviously quite a fun list as well. Other things that work quite well, TIE SF, especially if you're looking at like Phasma and Quick Draw work really well together. Backdraft's good fun.
Yeah, so if he does a odd maneuver, he gets an extra attack dice. If he does an even maneuver, he gets an extra defense. Cool.
It's also just to confirm with this list as well, Jag, Wolf, Kickback and Click are the Siege of Coruscant variants. Contrail and Stub are your standard loadout variants. So they're the ones you build yourself. The Siege of Coruscant is a really fun pack, and I still need to pick it up. And myself and Ben have said at some point we will actually get a Siege of Coruscant game on the go. It looks like the Arc 170 is going to trust to the bulk there just to get through. Trying to figure out what these paint jobs Ben's got just put me in mind of something, and I'm trying to think what it is, and all I keep coming up in my head is it looks like they could be out of like Speed Racer or something. Or be like Fast and Furious 24 in space. definitely going to get some shots this round. Looks like we're just waiting on like Contrail to. Okay, Contrail boosting up, going very aggressive.
No. No, it's not the bombs.
Any bombs on your list?
No.
Breathe a sigh of relief. No one likes bombs.
Steve just checking if he had to contend with any bombs this game.
It wasn't worth a check. Yeah, normally you fit bombs on Contrail, but
Yeah.
I decided not to. I don't know if that's good or not.
Well, you're very nice.
I quite like running my V-Wings with bombs, to be honest. They're just fun.
Well, I give me more points to put the shield upgrade on. Which I think is shield upgrade is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, it's very healthy. Both of them, both of your V-Wings, 2 hull, 3 shields. I mean, that's the thing. The Siege of Coruscant pack, like the scenario packs they do, the ships you get in them just always seem to really benefit. I mean, Vader being 6 points and insane. The TIE Fighters having 4 health. I mean, here, each one of these ships from the pack seems to have more health. You've got Kickback with 6 instead of 5. Click gets an extra shield. I think the arcs are the same, though. I think the arcs were 6 and 3 standard. But then again, giving them 10 health is crazy. Oh, we're about to get our first engagement. Whirlwind is now 6. Terex has been calculated up.
So the trigger in first.
Yep.
He's in one arc. So he's in the first.
Alright, that goes up to 4.
And then I'm going to see this.
Yes.
I will do advanced optics for 2.
This is into Wolf.
Yeah. Points. I think
Jack's really got a shot too.
so.
So we will
Just cover flying.
strain Jag one for this.
Sorry, 3.
Goes through the middle.
Yeah.
So strain on Jag there to pass the focus over to Wolf.
Okay. So my fights. So with contract here,
Here we go. Contrail range 1 into Ember.
I will dash, stun that for automatic hit.
Do you have to be doing the same move for this?
No, that's only for the ability. So, yeah, just as you can change, you can spend your option. His ability is, if we both do the same area, you can change one of your items to a blank. Right. Yeah, I went straight. You went straight. Yes, that's what that's what.
So yeah, Besh getting the auto hit. It never works out for me when I do that. Oh ho ho! Natural evades there from Ember.
Nothing from kickback.
That was really good there. Looks like we got Malorus going into Click.
You're rolling 3 naturally.
3 normal, yeah.
Yeah, 4, so 1.
Ooh, just about saves that.
So that's a 5, 4.
Force, yeah. So Wolf. Midnight's got to be left, so I can't.
Some good evades going around here at the moment.
We're going to go into Whirlwind for Wolf.
So Wolf to Whirlwind.
Yes, that's everyone's shot at Wolf, so let's spend the focus.
So hit crit into.
Range, you want to go into.
Yeah.
I will do elusive.
Nice.
Oh, those dice are working well there. Elusive trigger on Whirlwind, getting 3 evades. Click going for Malorus range 3.
Spin focus.
Much ado about nothing so far. All these tokens really helping out.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. Ember into Contrail.
So if we take the range, we nothing else is shooting me.
Ooh, not bad.
Take one. Yeah.
One goes through there.
This is the two dice.
This is where craziness happens.
Or maybe not.
Ooh, blank out there.
Well, the first round game, that happened.
Yeah. Always happens. I think that's it. Yeah. So the end of score. I think it's 2 each. I think. Depends on the range of that one. Yeah. So I've got 2 there. We're contesting that. So 2
Yeah.
each.
2 points apiece there on scenario points.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were
A solitary shield taken on Contrail after all that shooting. It was a lot of long range shooting with tokens, so not wholly unexpected. It's going to be a little bit more of a close up melee, I reckon, coming in. Anticipate possibly the torrent holding back. Ben is very familiar with the First Order, though. He's used a lot of these ships against me, in fact. It'll be interesting to see how his knowledge of the First Order, will it help him? Will it make him fear them a bit too much? Looks like Ben has all of his dials set, which I will point out. You can see them on the screen. Those dials look just as nice as the ships, which is really insane. I'm pretty sure Ben has probably spent almost as much on dial covers as he has on actual ships at this point. So Ben once again gets initiative. Yeah, I think he almost has a dial, at least for his painted ships. I'm pretty sure he's got a painted dial for each painted ship.
more attack or
More attack.
So yeah, nice positioning though. Still going to be able to cover that objective with having the medium base. Obviously, it's be unlikely Steve would be going fast enough to take that one at the top left, but having a medium base there does give him a lot of control over it. That's where having the dual arcs really helps. Terex is obviously the powerhouse for objective capturing here for Steve. Very practiced manoeuvring there from Steve. Oh, and the apricot jam is out on Wolf. So Hondo coordinated Contrail, but Contrail was obviously stressed, so couldn't do an action. And then jammed Wolf, which is it is brutal. It's very brutal, especially on ships that can't double action. Nice click, hoping to catch Malorus out there. I think Wolf might be in a tricky position here, guys. He's got a lot of ships coming in at him there. So using the Baron Interceptor for strain, lock and focus, double modded shot there onto Wolf. It's going to be very powerful. And Contrail doing the 2 hard round. I think he's wondering whether he keeps going round. Again, the players are obviously right in front of me, so they're looking at me going, "Stop telling us what we're doing. We know how to play." I'm trying to not.
Any help gratefully accepted on this one.
Roll better. Ooh, nice. I always find when I'm using the 3B Besh that the lock never works for me. I never get the right result for it to trigger. There we go, looks like Click called it just nicely there. Oh, nice block from Wolf. So bump for Midnight. Midnight already has the lock on Wolf anyway. But it's a focus. Okay, Malorus taking his ability. Debate on where to swarm tactics. Oh, swarm taxing Agent Tyranny there, getting him to go ahead of Wolf. And giving himself a calculate. So, let's see how much damage Wolf can weather here.
I'm just going to check. I can basically stop the range bonus.
So, looking to trigger Click's abilities. So, while a ship that you have locked at range 1 to 3 defends or performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge to prevent range bonuses from being applied.
So stop the range bonus.
Oh, blank out from Tierney. Debating the long bomb shot at Jag. Oh, go range 3 onto Jag. Oh, natural evades there on the Arc 170.
That's me done for the game.
A good respect knocks there between players because, you know, when something works well, you've got to acknowledge it.
Yeah. Okay, so control.
So spending best just to. Ooh. 1 damage on Tierney there.
Kickback.
Clusters from Malorus into Jag. So just 2.
Cool. Do you want me to reroll it?
I didn't see the results, to be honest. Okay.
Okay, born for this. Spend that.
You can't because friendly.
Is what?
Is that, well, am I shut it off with the friendly? Because I
Oh, so what is this? I'm not too sure.
so they're allied ships.
So they're no longer friendly.
You can't do that.
Oh, that's pretty nasty. Okay, let's just put that back in 7. Okay.
You can still add the evade.
Yeah, the debate's still on, yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, not seen that before. So you could spend...
Just a debate, obviously, Broken Trust has obviously stopped the Born for this trigger, so just trying to work out where he wants to spend it. Obviously, it has to be a Siege of Coruscant ship that he uses it with. So definitely taking 1 hit. It's just whether he goes down 2 shields or just the 1. Elected to take both, saving that focus for attack. I think that's a good shout.
Okay, so Wolf will do a range 1 into 2.
So Wolf range 1 into Tyranny there. Ooh.
Reroll 1 dice.
So hit, crit, crit. That is nice.
Spend that. Secrets, 1 shield.
1 shield and a crit on Tierney. The crit is Blinded Pilot. Not terrible, to be honest. Not terrible. So Clicker's going into Malice range 1.
Hit and a crit.
Ability.
Takes 1, takes a shield.
So Malice has lost a shield. That's a good start.
Cool.
So Tyranny now can only modify using the Force with Blinded Pilot. But can obviously repair that card, thankfully. It'd be brutal if you couldn't repair that card. Ember. Oh,
Nice. Okay,
so that is all 3 shields down on Wolf there. Damage is starting to build up.
How much health has he got now? 6. 6 and 3 ships.
Arcs are nice and healthy.
So start and range 3. To get an extra dice. 2 hits.
Ooh, 2 hits from stub into Malorus. Oh, good evades there, good evades.
First one side shot.
Oh, good trigger.
And then Jag will shoot.
So stub shoots, giving Jag the lock. Oh, that's good. That is really good. So that's Malorus down to 1 there. So as I said, the damage is creeping up now. So looks like final shot of the round will be Whirlwind into Jag. Oh. Nothing Jag can do about that. 3 big hits, so that is a big hit. So 2 scenario objectives for Ben there at the end of round 3. Wolf is
Are you able to maybe pause the timer or something?
Yeah.
Literally 2 seconds.
right. Just quick timer pause there. That's absolutely fine. Some of the other tables are a little bit behind anyway. But yeah, really nice positioning of Wolf there to count as 2, and Midnight not getting quite far enough up to actually take that, to contest that objective. So it's currently 4-3, getting ready to go into turn 4. Damage wise, obviously the arcs have, in the latter stage of the shooting, they took some big hits there. No shields left, and Jag has taken 2 more damage. Other than that, not too bad. Tierney has taken a little bit of a pounding in that round, and Malorus is obviously once again hurting, as he always seems to be. We'll click the time back going. So there we go. Quick pause there for all the players, but now we're all back on and good. As I said, guys, we have 1 more round this afternoon to come, and then that is us done for today. We're doing a 5-round little mini tournament. Again, great set of players all around here, really having a good time, so it's really nice. Sorry about that, had to wander off to take some pictures because there's just too much nice stuff around not to get pictures of it before the end of the day. Because if I don't do it now, I will forget, and then I'll have nothing to post up on Instagram later. Because we all remember that we do it all for the gram, right? So early lead on the objectives for the Republic. Damage output is going the other way slightly, so it'll be interesting to see how it ends up here.
Right, next up is Mr. Nightfall, Whitman. There we are. And then finally,
Now, big question, guys. Are you going to be going to any World Invite tournaments in the upcoming months? If so, what are you thinking about flying? What lists do you think are going to be good for it? Would you be flying anything you saw at Worlds? Obviously, we've got rumours of a points update, so it could mess things up. So currently, what would you fly? And also, what do you think... What are you expecting to see in the points update at the moment, guys? Will we see the resurgence of generics? Or are they going to be more reserved now for the scenario packs? So many questions.
We'll try Hondo. Which is coordinate.
Oh, Hondo doing his coordinate jam shenanigans. And that is the apricot jam there on Stub. See, we've seen a bit about like Hotak, like, and we've never really got around to ever looking at playing it. No, I don't think anyone around in our local area plays it, but we have. It's a good enough scene for us for X-Wing, and it is a shame sometimes when you can't get it in the local area as much. But again, with organised play coming back out, maybe we'll see more people coming into play now. And especially with all the new Star Wars shows coming out, that might entice people. Well, we've got our fingers crossed for you, Hollis, and we're also hoping that the Force will guide them in the right direction for you. I mean, we did notice a bit of a drop in our player base, but it has come up a bit now. Yeah, I think Vader will probably go up. The Battle of Yavin Vader is very good, and I think it might go up to 7. and it'll be more of a choice as to which one you go for. FO ties, yeah, 5 points is quite drastic. Maybe not that much, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a shift there. I think what we were mentioning earlier is the most likely one we think is going to be Kanan losing at least one loadout point, so we can't sit Maul on there. Yes. Yeah, Tycho is very good, too good at his current points value. So it's tough. Obviously, when they play test it, there's only so much play testing they can actually do in a small studio. Apologies. So what we do when we obviously play, we're going to be able to, between us as a player base, we're going to be able to play more games and just really break things. So yeah, 4 points is very good. I think definitely worth having Tycho in the same sense as Hera and Ahsoka. I mean, I5 A-Wing that doesn't care about stress, basically. So
Switch my locks. So one's gonna go on stealth. Wanna go here? Cool.
there's more ships on the board this round than last, but we still got to have a bit more space between those ships this time compared to last round.
Which one's that?
Looks like we are getting a bump from Mana. It's just double checking where that bump occurs. It looks like it's on from Stub. That does put him in a nice position for click there if he decides to go for it. Stub's going to be in trouble though. He's got Whirlwind and Malorus right there. Yeah, Composure is one of those upgrades that you don't see very often, but sometimes it clicks on the right pilot, and Tycho's one of those ones that Composure really clicks on.
It's Tyler on Meadows.
Kickback, getting his target lock in there. You know, I know there's obviously a Siege of Coruscant ship, but it is nice to see the V19s on the board because we haven't had a lot of love from them for a long time. Again, it's nice to see for me, it's nice to see a Republic list with a variety of ships that aren't just Delta 7s and X's. Although I do love Delta 7s. It's starting to look like maybe Steve doesn't like V19s and that's where he's going for. Like, that V19 is right up against the wall right now.
You lot, Wolf, yeah.
So we will do. Swarm tactic there. Just in case he survives, I will show off my card. You never know.
So,
Right.
Agent Terex is now flipped.
So we're going to trigger in first.
Yeah.
He's in two front arcs there.
Ooh. So Whirlwind getting 3 focuses.
7 ship taste ones as well. Wow. Hey, Crispy, you turned up with that and took a focus, and then this one turned in, so we ended up with 8 focuses.
8 focuses. That'd be good if you had like a Gallic key or something.
Yeah.
I'll just keep all these focuses.
Warwin's using his lot.
Yeah.
Clusters. Okay, so.
So it's 2.
So 2 damage into kickback there. Obviously 6 health with this crazy Siege of Coruscant ship. Second cluster trigger into stub. That's the shield upgrade gone.
So, then we'll do midnight.
So more cluster missiles into kickback. Ooh. That's... Oh. 2 hits and a crit on kickback. We might... Damage engine, so not direct hit. That's lucky there for kickback. Oh. And that's another shield on stub. Ben is... Managed to clusters into... Yep. So that's kickback.
Before you do, just do sort of 1 to 2, so I can't do the range. Okay, yeah, you do it.
Right. Okay. So let's do contrail first. Range shields.
This is contrail shooting next. Oh, good lock spend. So 1 damage on Tierney there. I mean, Tierney is the big point ticket holder in this list if he can take it out. It's the most expensive ship on the board at 5 points, so taking him out is going to be a good option.
Okay, kickback on fire is double bomb, so that's nice.
Like diamond boron missiles. Don't see them very often. So,
Because he's shot in seconds, anything that hasn't got any stress will get stress. All 3 will get stress too.
Okay.
So you're into marriage, yeah?
one evade from Manors, that's fine. And Broken Trust is going to spread the stress around to all of those Republic ships. And he is down.
So Broken Trust is gone as well, mate. How many points is...
Kickback 3.
This turn is getting more and more brutal. Not a lot of points being earned here, but
This is mine. I'm not letting you have it. I'm going to fight you to the death for it.
shield to hull. One hit to start with. Oh, 3 hits on stub. Just one, so it shields down on stub, so he's still around.
Wolf will do a range straight onto the skull.
Right, Wolf gonna see if he can take out Tierney. And there's the evade. Ooh, there we go, that's a bit better roll. Yeah, no, I saw where's he, he's popped in to say hello. Didn't want to play today though, did you?
Oh, well.
He heard there was going to be some sunshine out there.
Yeah, we're always out there now.
Yeah, I'm glad they got that close so I don't get sunburned.
So Jack will shoot Maris.
So hit crit on Malaris. This could do it. Oh, it's not going to do it. That bit. Malaris' ability is just very good.
Stub will try his luck with zero. Nice, not doing it.
That's what I was doing Thursday night, was building that dice tray. Then Friday was fixing all the mistakes I did on it. So, end of the round there. So 6 points to Ben, 7 points to Steve. It's very, very close right now, guys. Very, very close. I mean, all those stress that have just gone on to the Republic is not going to be helpful at all. But I mean, again, that's why you have an ability like Broken Trust. You don't want it to be helpful. It's there to be disruptive. We've got about 22 minutes left in this round, guys. One final round to come after this. Ooh, well, good luck in converting your collection from 1.0 to 2.5. Luckily, all the 2.0 cards are valid, so you don't have to try and mess about with that. But you know what? It's a good time to be getting back into X-Wing because there's a lot more focus on it. A lot of new stuff is coming out. Some great starter packs coming in. So yeah, now is the time to be getting back into it. This is a small tournament we've got going here. There are store championships and opens coming up, all with worlds invites available, so definitely worth getting yourself along to those. And this is, we're just coming into turn 5 of round 4 of our Battle of Endor tournament. We are doing Assault at the Satellite Array Ben versus Steve. Ben coming into this game 3-0. Steve coming in on a 2-1 record. He had a really good game in the last round against Ned's Empire. It was neck and neck at one point, and then suddenly Steve just hit the hyperfuel and just took it to Ned. So road goes back to Steve. We're going into turn 5 now. And again, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have content coming up every week. At least one video. At the moment with Flight Academy, we're doing multiple videos. So always something to check out on there. We are looking to obviously regularly live stream tournaments. Our next one for us should be around July time. But there are lots of tournaments going on around. If you're in the UK, definitely worth keeping an eye on what's happening. So many different places doing it. It's great to see. So that's the Flip Agent Terek system phase. So if you are in the UK, you've obviously got a tournament 13th of May in Newport, 10th of June at Atlas in Gloucester, and 24th of June is the Welsh Open Worlds Invites. So those are all most likely viewable on Facebook. But yeah, it's great to see the tournament scene coming back. We've got our store championship kit in store, and I've just had a quick look at it whilst I was on lunch, and it looks great.
Yeah, jams come off at the end of the turn. Your efforts going through all of that.
I'm still working on it. Turn 2 is done.
Is it?
So I've got turns 3, 4, and 5 still to do. So it's taken me this long to get turn 2 to the point where it's got dice cam, it's got the overlay stuff, it's got all the other cameras active, and I've edited it down too long. So yeah. But it's taken me until yesterday to get to that point. So I've still got 3 turns to do, a little bit extra, and then hopefully convince my mates to come through and build it. But it's looking good.
So what are your efforts on it?
Combo, coordinate there. Nothing happens when you're stressed. I do a jam.
That combination of Broken Trust and Hondo has worked really well because he's been able to coordinate a stressed ship.
No, this is Hondo. Alright. Yeah. Tyranny is Broken Trust. Alright, that's calm.
I thought Hondo was you do an enemy ship and you do a friendly ship.
No, it's two ships that are friendly to each other.
Right. So 3. So let's do that one.
I mean, Hondo works really well in this list anyway because even if he decides to do his own ships, he just jams the TIE Whisper, who loves a jam. And I'm pretty sure that the TIE Whisper, if you missed round 3, I'm pretty sure the TIE Whisper is a raspberry jam kind of ship. But we've got less than 17 minutes to go in this round. So I'm just going to let the other players know. 16 minutes, Jen. A little bit more than that.
You need a drink, then?
Pardon?
You need a drink?
No, I'm alright, mate. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, cheers, buddy. cluster is getting tighter in pretty much the exact same spot that we had that cluster in the last game as well, with the Empire versus First Order. But we've only had one ship go down, and the points-wise it is so tight. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it now and seeing like where, if they're still there, where points are going. So it looks like as it stands, we're looking at 2 objectives apiece again. It's going to come down. It's the ship kills that are going to do it at the moment. Scoring those points.
Depends which ship what's moved though. He will clear this front.
Right, shooting, major bomb ray range C.
I think he wouldn't have cleared.
That's a lot.
So he's going to go in the back of Malorus anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, but he will roll for one.
Right, so another one of those, where does the bump occur? So the bump actually does occur into stub, so going to have to roll for damage on click, which is a damage, so that's a shield down on click there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I can get direct. Right.
Insanely good late results, wasn't it?
And I can go to 23.
Mercilessly.
I still do get to shoot back.
Yeah,
Right, still range 2.
although you did hate it, so. Yes. I still got a reroll from a roll.
2 hits. Range 1. 2 hits. I did. So,
Well, the first one have definitely decided to claim the objective in the opposite corner from where they've started. It's just midnight left to move, I believe.
then you get 1 to 3.
Oh, and Contrail, sorry.
So then that means he bumps Ember, right?
Yeah, so you can red focus
And again, this is the other version of it, so where he would have bumped Ember, it counts as him bump, like, even though he's gone back and he's actually in contact with Wolf, he still gets his red focus.
I didn't because I'm done. That was 2.
Yeah, I think, looking at it,
You are aware we are fighting.
scenario points-wise, this is working out good for Ben, because he's going to get 3 points. Steve's going to need to hope for ship kills here to get some good scoring in.
So 1/2. Still plays that 1/2.
So we've got Swarm Tactics on Whirlwind. Whirlwind has obviously got the arc in the rear, so it looks like We can get Whirlwind and Midnight to shoot.
He will cluster into that guy.
The rear cluster shot. It's the final cluster. Less than 11.
I'm going to advance as well. Yeah, sure.
Solid trigger there. Using the board for this, obviously straining Jag, pulling that focus across over to Click, which didn't necessarily save Click, but it meant that Click wasn't going to take the damage.
Oh, there's the strainer, isn't it? So it's just one damage because I.
So 1 damage to on Jag strained, so no no evades, but straight goes because he's defended.
Do the range straight to me.
Ooh, long range shot into Midnight there. Ooh, 2 hits. So we've got 8.5 minutes left, and we are joined by Andy as his round is done. He had a good solid result. Just want a quick. Is that 27?
27, yeah.
27 to 14 win with the double decies off camera.
Well, it was four objective points in the last game, in the last round, plus taking out one of his 5 or 6 ships.
And decies work well on this, don't they?
Yeah. How are we going over here?
So it's very close to them, very cagey, but also good. And that's 2 on Contrail there, taking a bit of a pounding. We've only lost 1 ship so far, though. Kickback is down, but everyone else is still around. Malorus is down to 1. Tierney is down to 3. So there's been.
I'm sure you've probably commented on it already, but the paint job on Steve's.
I mean, these were the best in faction Adepticon ones.
Oh
that,
wow! I thought I
Ryan
recognised
painted.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
So it's nice to actually have them here.
I'll have to have a look up close after the game.
Oh, they're beautiful. And obviously Ben's stuff just looks so vibrant and cool as well.
It's a nice looking board.
Yeah. I had to take a bit of a trip up the other side of the board so I could take some pictures.
Oh, that's some
triple
crits.
crit.
Nice.
Oh, nearly triple evade. So that is a crit onto Midnight. Stunned. Is it 2 crits? I thought it was 1 crit. 3 crits. And is that not? You got 2 evades. So it should just be stunned, which was the first one.
Oh.
So some of these dice can't see it sometimes.
Yeah.
So he's. So my 3's now.
There's a lot of shooting still to go. I think we may get another round out of this.
Okay. So we'll do this one because he's only got the one shot.
So Midnight's on 2 and
Yes.
Manamaris on 1.
Midnight Manners are hurting. Tierney is hurting. They could go down, but then again, Jag is also hurting, as is Contrail and Stubb. So there's a lot of pain out there.
2 hits. 6 shots. 5 misses. Takes 1.
Ember's taken 1. The Elusives are just what is doing really good work here.
Jack, Rog 2. Spin the lock.
Ooh, hit crit onto Midnight.
Got him.
Oh, Midnight down!
Oh wow.
I'm really sad.
Oh yeah. It's
I mean,
from a flight academy. Isn't
I
it?
don't
killed one of my go-to.
I don't know how well you heard that. He was like, I'm really sad, which I know at the same time it's like, he loves Midnight, but also at the same time.
It's nice to see Midnight die because in all the flight academy games,
Yeah.
he's dominating.
I think I get this one because more should contest. Jump in on that. Yeah. On that one. So you got 3.
So 3, 2, 1 there. Bit of a switch there. It's gone 13 to 8 in Ben's favour. Midnight going down was big. We've got just under 4.5 minutes left in this game.
I don't know if you've spoken about it on stream already today, Phil, but the elusive roll there. Elusive is such a strong card. For
Yeah.
1 point. And I was looking on, I can't remember what Tomlin was, List Fortress or something, and like the percentage of pilot talents, and I think it was like 17 like elusive, and then whatever was in second place, there was like 3 or 4 of them. So I don't know if it's on the radar for. I mean, it's a strong card, but then again, sometimes you don't get anything from it.
You get to use it once, and then you got to do a red action to get it back.
Yeah.
Which on some ships is going to be easier than others. Well, I said a red maneuver, sorry, not a red action.
yeah.
So you got to do a red move to get it back, which is fine. But it can be very good, and especially if you've got a ship that is okay with doing red actions fairly often, red maneuvers fairly often.
Yeah, it's a strong card. I like it, and it's fun. It's a fun card too.
Yeah, very fun.
I think you got a higher chance of rerolling an evade because it's fun.
Yeah. Obviously, single evades do that. Let's take this phone call quickly.
Phil's just stepped out to take a call, so he's left me in charge of all this technology. So I'll see if I can break something. There's no timestamps in the chat, so I don't know if these comments Phil has already replied to or not. But I'll say hi to everyone that is in the chat. It's looking like a close game. Probably going to be the last turn, so.
Just about manage range on my own vulture. I don't really want to do that. No, I couldn't do that to you.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, 1. I scored 27. Yeah, yeah. I've never scored that high before. I mean, it was a close game, but it was just when it snowballed at the end. Right, so that is initiative going to Ben. So Ben's got initiative.
Ben has initiative going into the next round. Sorry, as we said with Ned earlier, when the wife calls, you kind of have to take it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I haven't seen her since about, I think I left at 5 to 8 this morning. Which doesn't sound too
Did she
early.
call you by your full name?
No, thankfully.
You're fine then.
You know you're in trouble when that happens.
Yeah, 27-point win there was very impressive for Andy there.
Well, it just all snowballed in the last round. So
We've seen it before. We saw it in round 3 for Steve. Like, it was very close, and suddenly it snowballed, and he just completely owned it. Here, it hasn't snowballed as such, but it's definitely going now. It's swung a bit more to Ben's favour, but again, it can change so rapidly. With Jack being only on 3 health, Contrail and stuff only being on 2. There are so many ships that can take it that it is quite mental.
but yeah, both players have got win conditions.
Yes.
So we'll see what comes off.
It's not completely out for either of them to take the win. But this is going to be the last round. On.
What, today or the one on Wednesday? Destroyed me. Got wrecked by bombs. Me not liking bombs. Okay, like fours. Let's try and remember what to do. Okay, click. Let's do click first.
A good job of staying in range of bomber and etc.
He left you in charge.
He has left me in charge. Yeah, I'll let him put that on though. I don't know. I'll end up breaking it. He's told me to click some buttons, but yeah, if the stream goes offline,
Yeah.
blame Ned.
Yeah, I'll come back and mess it up.
I'll take a lock. I'll take a lock on Wolf. Take a lock on Wolf? I don't like my own chips, I'll take a lock on Endor. I don't like my own chips, that's not good.
Oh, I thought that was a Talon roll for a moment. I said that was juicy.
That's why I need to go halves.
Let's put a score in. If not, anything. There's not been no shooting yet. We're just doing the manoeuvres.
I will R4, rush to mech with contrails and
sitting at range 1 with that objective. I think that's an important move. Each point's going to count in this last round. So.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's holding the objective at that point.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a shot, so barrel rolling onto the objective is the.
Yeah. And not only that, with the 2 arcs, they're sat in great spots to cap. Yeah, I think Steve needs to kill ships right now.
Yeah.
If he can.
Contrail's got no shot, so obviously.
Right. So we're shooting.
Yeah.
So Wolf. If I try to do click first.
Yeah. Jag and another ship. It needs to go down.
Mars has only got 1 left, right?
And not lose anything. This is.
So this could be a big round.
Yeah.
So if he takes, well, mind you, he's got that objective anyway. But if he takes Malorus, that's some extra points.
All the way to go in.
I'll come down here, say hi, and then we go down there and see him.
Or risk it for the one on Manos.
Oh, he's going in for Malorus.
Just the one.
One could be enough. It's not. It's the squiggle.
This is a tense round.
It is very tense. It's so close. Oh, everyone seems to be going for Malorus. Hit crit. Malorus goes down. That could be game right there. That is a big.
Steve's got to get a lot of points to.
It would need to be. Yeah. I mean, if we look at the table, that's 3 points that Ben is going to earn at the end of this round. So that'll take him up to 19, unless.
Yeah, that kills him. Only when you have to have another shot. What was that? Hit, crit?
I think it was 3 hits.
3 hits.
So that's big because that not only does get the points for the ship, but he also takes them off the objective.
Yeah, it's a 4 point. It's a 4 point kill there. So if Steve was in a position to claim that objective instead, it would be a 5 point kill because it'd be 1 point less for Ben, and then essentially that swing there. I don't. That is it, guys.
Took Jag off that one.
Yeah, 18 to 13 in the end there, very close.
Well done, James.
It was a good game there to watch, well played by both. That does mean that Ben remains undefeated this round, and we are just waiting on one more table that started a little bit late. But what we will do, we are going to come back in. I'm just going to quickly. Let me find out how long we've got. So what we'll do is we're probably going to take a 15-20 minute break, probably back around 20 to 5, just so that we can regroup, get everything set up for the next round. But guys, thank you very much for continuing to stick around. That was a really good game. Again, 2 very solid players, so well done to both of them. But we will see you shortly. And Andy, thank you very much for joining us for the last little bit.
Short and sweet. I thought I'd come and keep you company.
Short and sweet, but that's the way we like it. But yeah, guys, don't forget, like these videos, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in a few moments.